Wallabies have had their first win under Les Kiss, 35-32. The Kiss era begins. We have a huge KOKO show for you. We're going to be chatting all things rugby union. The mighty, the Los Pumas only just went down to the Springboks. We'll be talking through that. The Stormers took on the All Blacks. We'll be having a little look at that as well. And also, we have a very, very special guest, an old friend of yours, gents.
Yep.
The great man, Izzy Dagg. Will be joining us.
I think it will be a good chat with Izzy. He goes all right on the mic.
Yeah, he's a funny bugger, and I've got a feeling that's what it's going to be today.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that, rugby union is a community. We celebrate the highs, but also we take time during the lows. And on that note, Drew, there's a couple of things you wanted to mention.
Yeah, I just think it's important off the top just to, there's a couple of things over the weekend, that are really hard in terms of the rugby community. Wes Thomas is a player for the Winga Rats here in the Shoot Shield in New South Wales. He was the Ken Catchpole medal winner last year. Unfortunately, he suffered a neck injury whilst playing over the weekend, and he's now having to, I guess, deal with that injury up at North Shore Hospital. So he's obviously got a long journey ahead. We'll put it down in our bio somewhere as well. There's a link. I think there's a GoFundMe just to support him and his family's journey, because no doubt it will be a bit of a road to recovery. But I think you just said it there. Rugby is a community, and I think it's times like this we all play the game because we love it, but also understanding that these things are. There's a possibility that these things could happen. Of course, you don't like to see it, and Wes is going through, I would imagine, a really tough time right now. He's in the fight of his life. So I just think, one, mate, we're thinking of you. Go well, and also if you can part ways with just a little bit of money, just get around him and support him and his family. And also some sad news coming out of Japan. Simoni Vunulangi, who played at Suntory, your old team. He's now playing at Kyushu. He sadly passed away over the weekend. I think there was suffered from heat stroke and succumbed to that. And I think they had the moment of silence for him before the Wallabies and Japan Test match. So just again thinking of him and his family and his network, and even just on my socials, I saw a number of players that I know that he had an impact on, and his the impact that he's had has rippled through the rugby community. So again thinking of him and his family, but also those that played with him as well.
Well said.
Absolutely,
absolutely. We've also got Tommy on the couch today. Tommy, how are you?
Yeah, good guys. Yeah, really good.
I think it's one more week and then Swoop's back from. We've had contact.
We had
Swoop.
A pigeon.
A pigeon? Did he send in a pigeon? Is that what
I had
it was?
a pigeon on my windowsill yesterday, and it had a little note and said next week. And I was like, what could this be? And then I turned it over and it had MC, which is from what he scratched into so I knew it was Swoop. He's back.
Gits, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, Jim. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for asking. 35-32, the Wallabies have, we all watched it. It looked hot. It looked sticky. The balls seemed to hit the ground a lot. You boys have, you had played there for many years. Let's start with a score out of 10 for Les's first outing. Out of the three.
Punchy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, there's a lot of improvement that can happen. And I think what I liked was their ambition to play. And they didn't look like they were fearful of making any mistakes. So you can kind of see the influence that he's had already in such a short period. Obviously, those conditions were pretty testing. So if you're looking at how he did ball handling and whatever else, that's not how I'm giving my mark. For me, I'm giving an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, very good.
Which I think is good. It's a great way to start with a win. It could have easily been a loss. I thought the Japanese played really well. And we played for large parts with 14 men. You got to remember that part as well. So 8.5. And I love Les.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Tommy?
I'm probably a little lower than that, just purely on an execution basis. But I think conditions aside, and also being for a quarter of the game, as Goyd said, being down a man, I think to overcome that, you're probably looking at a 6.5, 7 out of 10 from me. 6, 7.
Why do you guys not have a go at him when he has a union opinion? Why is it just me?
Oh, because we respect his opinion.
And they're often maybe right.
No, we respect yours as well,
Yeah,
Jimbo.
sure,
You'll wrap this up with your opinion.
Yeah, sure.
And we won't say anything. I think firstly you got to say the Japanese were good. Whilst it's 35-32, there was errors. A lot of that was the pressure that the Japanese put us under. There's a lot to work on. There are many times where we probably broke out of system and sort of, whether it was defensively or created opportunities in attack and didn't finish. But I guess the upside is that we're creating them. I would say 6.5.
6.5.
I might go back to an 8. I feel like I went heavy there.
No, but yours was just intent.
Well, mine, I like the freedom they play with. And even, you had Fraser at right. We've been under the pump defending for ages, and he has the balls to pick the ball up and have a quick tap. Yeah. I just feel the mindset looks like it's shifting a little bit, and I like that. I prefer that we execute better. But
did you like the Declan Meredith quick tap? I'm just not saying because it went over his head and there was the mistake, but the intent and the time.
The intent was great, but you've got to kick it to yourself. You don't kick it to your halfback that's behind you.
What a catch, though.
Yeah, I know.
What a catch.
He did well.
Yeah.
It's also situational. Like, you got to understand that they were going off back of two scrum penalties.
Yeah.
So you got to play for the third one
never
potentially,
looked like
which
he's
might
going
result
for
in
a
a
three-pointer.
card.
Okay.
It didn't look like Harry he wanted to take the 3 points at any time. So I like that intent.
I think, can I do my opinion
Yeah,
now?
of course.
I think we're still hung up on the Japan of old, like when you guys used to play them and you'd put 40 or 50 points on them. Like, this is a team that we're in the fight against Ireland. Yeah. We're in a bit in the fight against France, but also defeated Italy. Yeah. Like, I think they're a much stronger side than they used to be. Yeah. You put them in their home conditions, and then we shuffle the side a lot. I'm going to give them an 8 as well.
Yes. I knew you're the smartest.
Thank you.
Yes.
So easy, bro.
I reckon we left like 4 tries out there.
Easy. Yeah, definitely.
Ones that are against Italy in, less sticky conditions.
Yeah.
And we score them.
The one thing an area that I thought we lacked was situational and game awareness. I think we got caught in playing this frantic, chaotic kind of way that suited Japan. Like there was great intent, but I think at some point one of the game players, the game leaders and the playmakers should have just went, slow it down, play to our set piece, play it tighter, get it get a bit more structure in the game, because I think that sort of fractured, frantic nature of the game, whilst it's fun to play, I think it undid us a little bit, and I know that I've been accused of banging on about experience, but I think that's where an experienced player would have just recognise that and just said, boys, let's just pull the reins in a little bit, go to a line out that you're going to bank, hit up the guys midfield, and then build something again and slow it down, and create it off that, rather than the line breaks off our own halfway line, and then trying to get that last pass which doesn't go. Then all of a sudden it's fractured defence, and then they go through. I just think that's probably an area where, to me, we just lacked understanding the awareness of what was needed in those moments.
I think the other thing to get sort of compound on top of that is that you often look to your playmakers in those situations to have sort of an awareness of how the game is working. Yeah. And I think at that point in time, when those things started to happen, Declan Meredith genuinely probably was down in confidence. Yeah. I don't know if you'd heard the commentators being like, I think it was Tim Horan was like, they need to get around and give him a bum tap and tell him, like, don't worry about it, move on, yada, yada, yada. So I think if you have those things and not understanding where they're happening, and then at the same time your 10's down on confidence because he's done a few things that necessarily haven't added to the game. So I think that was sort of a problem as well. You couldn't almost arrest the momentum that was heading Japan's way.
Can I give, just while we're on the commentators, can I give Andrew Swain a shout out? Yeah. Swainey, he was back at Fox with me back in the day as a production assistant. Now he's calling Wallabies games. He did a stellar job.
He's
champion
calling
bloke.
Wallabies Flanders when I was at Fox, and also at Channel 9, because he's just so positive about the Wallabies. And he's one of the great humans.
He is. He's enormous. He's about 6'10", but lovely bloke. So nice work, Smaney. Get someone to ask you.
Yes.
And we were on the chat. There was a few kicking errors, kicking mistakes, ones that Declan wasn't making the week before. When it's sticky conditions like that, and this might be a dumb question, does it slide off your boot?
No, I think it's obviously around ball drop, like a lot of... It's just, it did seem a little frantic, our clearances, and I reckon that's what got us into trouble. I think against the Japanese, I agree with Drew that you don't want it too loose. There's an element of looseness which suits us, but if we get too frantic, it doesn't play into our hands. So I would like more of our kicks to go out, even if we're not inside our 22. If we can hit grass and bounce them out and go to a line out, slow it down that way, But then if there's a turnover ball, then we get excited and then we look to play. That's probably one area that the game controllers will need to tighten up a little bit.
We weren't great under the aerial ball, which I'm assuming is also the conditions. I felt like neither side was catching any of the bombs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's conditions because like usually if you get up and you get in a good position, you cradle it well in your arms. There it is. I think a lot of it is probably pressure that both teams are putting one another under. Is probably supporting and the lines running back and the work to get behind the ball. But yeah, I mean, it was an issue, and I think it's like they were really good at it the last time they were out, and then even completing opportunities. There's really good against Italy, not so good here. Then even our clearances, kicking options that we're taking. I mean, look, and I think it's that frantic nature, right? Like it just brings it invites chaos into the game, and chaos isn't great for anyone.
No.
On and off the field.
No, trust me. Well, in Tokyo. Were they in Tokyo? No, they're in Osaka.
I feel like that chaos is good for them.
Yeah.
The Japanese love it.
Yeah.
Well,
could you imagine training under Eddie?
Yeah,
right? It's chaos. Every session's chaos.
We're there.
Well,
we've been there. We're both traumatized.
Yeah.
This Kipai Ito, he is a weapon.
Yeah.
Like, is it his right foot step, his left foot step,
Well,
whatever?
he's effectively the Japanese Makido in the sense that Eddie picked him from outside of not having played a professional game before. And he's played, 4 tests now, and he's been an absolute shining light.
That right foot stab back when that was juicy.
Yeah.
That was a serious play.
Well, he was showing it to Taniela a few times when he came on, when he kept rushing up.
Even listening to Eddie, though, his comments after the game, I found interesting, where he was just saying he's trying to get away from structure. So you don't want to play to pods necessarily. And Izzy, I think, mentioned it.
About the All Blacks not doing that.
I think he will.
Yeah, he will in the future.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
So pull back the curtain. We've already spoken to Izzy. All right, we recorded him out of order.
Yes.
It's a bloody
and a
good
similar
interview.
thing. So they want to get away from pods, so you're not so predictable.
Yeah.
And I think that suits the Japanese. Like the variety that they had. I was talking to Shania, All Things Rugby, during the game, just the variety that they've got off their 9 and 10. Like just different options around where you just kind of play more eyes up footy and unstructured play. And he loves those games, Eddie. So I think stroke of genius from Beaver, but we know what to expect this weekend. So hopefully it's a more polished performance.
We happy with Les after the game with his comments?
Yeah. What's better than a French kiss?
I'm not sure, Matt.
A Les kiss.
Right.
Like
I thought you kissed down under, or
No. Well, I've not done that.
isn't that an Aussie kiss?
Isn't it funny
That's
that
your
the two
kiss.
coaches
A Liverpool kiss.
were Kiss and Beaver on the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, I love a beaver kiss.
Kiss me,
There you go,
Beaver.
mate.
But I just loved his positivity. He knew that there's things they've got to work on. It wasn't a polished performance by any means, but he's just so positive. And I don't know, I feel the care every time he talks. So that kind of really resonates with me. I love him. Well,
Why don't you kiss him then, mate?
don't we all love him?
Oh, I love him. Absolutely. I love there was a moment, it was tight, but I think, I think it was a Meredith kick for the corner and he absolutely smashed it.
And they crossed the
they
box.
crossed the box and he was celebrating.
Yeah.
Because obviously, Declan had been struggling during the game and that one epic kick, it was like he was celebrating for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Okay, fast forward a week. I'm just thinking right now the two coaches know the setup. They know how the two structures play. So this is now basically Eddie versus Les, right?
Yeah.
Who can adapt, who can get the win. Now you know both men. In this game of chess, who's
Well, I think
gonna
there'll be
come
a
out
few
in front?
changes to the
Okay.
Wallabies team.
Yeah.
I think Angus will come back in.
Belly.
Yeah, Angus Bell.
I mean,
Tom Hooper also got called into the squad. I don't know if I don't think you're not calling him into the squad for 1 week if you're not going to play him. At least to some capacity.
I'd also imagine Miles Amatisero might be out for a week,
Yeah,
right?
well, he'd be facing. I got an email. He's facing a disciplinary committee that's meeting today.
I think he basically ruined the entire division. Sorry, Tuggeranong, grade 2, was it? Or
Tom
second
Hooper.
grade?
Yeah.
They're all.
Who else? I think.
I wouldn't be surprised if they resort back to the front row. I mean, that was playing in those Nations Champs games because you saw a significant difference when
In the second
Taniela
half,
came on and Belly came on
Yeah.
in the scrum. The scrum effect.
I think we'll see a different 10.
Yeah, I agree.
Declan got hooked in the second half. I think even Harry Potter started the game really well. The back end of his game, not so good. I think there'll be maybe a Peach that'll come on. I think he'll come back into the starting side.
Is BPA still injured?
No, I think he's available. He'll be available.
Because he was very good
Yeah.
in those
Yeah.
opening test matches.
Jeremy Williams, I would imagine, would start in
yeah.
place of Miles. Who then comes in? Maybe a Lucan gets a chance off the bench.
Yeah.
On Miles, I love his abrasiveness and how physical he is, like trying to be an enforcer. But I just reckon the biggest challenge for him is just not to go
Too
over
far.
the edge there,
Channel it,
too
yeah.
far, because, you know, it hurts the team.
Yeah.
But when he's on, you can see that physicality that he brings and the fear that he can put in the opposition.
Yeah.
He's just got to try and channel it the right way.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about it on the phone, how my thing with these ones, you often find that these red card offences that happen, like that breakdown, that clear out, I sit there and I'm struggling to find a reason. If it hits him in the chest, hits him in the ribs, hits him whatever, it's still not that effective. Like the ruck was one.
Yeah.
We're not getting anything from it. We're 2 meters from our line. He's better off dropping back and being a ball carrier. You know what I mean? Like I just found it there was such an unnecessary sort of even if he got it right.
I think that's where experience, like we were talking about, you look at Will Skelton, how he was an agitator, irritator, and he was that man, the enforcer during the line series,
Yeah.
but he knows when to pull back
Yeah.
and he doesn't go over. So I think it's just an experience, maybe learning, I don't know.
But also he's that close to it being legal. And
Well,
he was
no,
falling
I mean,
in
not so much.
because
Right?
he
So that's
didn't
why there
wrap.
was no mitigation because
Yeah.
he tucked his arm, so he didn't try to wrap. So regardless of the drop in height, then it could never be considered mitigation. So mitigation's like out the
My
window.
point is he should never
But
have
yeah,
put himself in that situation.
Yeah.
Why don't you say
I
it to his
agree.
face?
I would.
All right, I'm going to get Miles in here, and you have to say it. Say, right, you were. Oh, sorry, Miles.
I'll write him an intro.
in studio. Or,
Oh, that's a good tease. So the intro coming up that Tom does, he completely it. So you got to listen.
You did all right.
No, you're all right.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
There you go. Wallabies, 35-32. Springboks, Argentina. This was a very interesting one.
Yeah.
The Los Pumas competed the entire match. 17-10 it ended up being to the Springboks, but last play of the game again for the Los Pumas.
at the end,
a pass to the winger and he fumbled it.
I feel like he would have got taken into touch anyway.
Yeah, right.
Looking at the- looking at the footage. But yeah, it was a good game. I don't know. Like, I think the All Blacks have got a
Yeah, they'd have
huge
to
shot.
be pretty confident after that. I mean, they just didn't look as convincing as they have, the
Yeah.
Springboks. And now, I mean, Sia Khaleesi pulled up with a hamstring
he's
injury,
hammered.
so he's going to get that scanned. But you would imagine he's probably not going to be right for at least 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a grade one, at least 4 weeks.
I mean, the good thing for Springboks, they've got depth.
Yeah.
I mean, he made 13 changes in this game.
He may, okay, well,
Like,
that's why it's so hard to read into a
Yeah.
Springbok performance
Yeah.
at any time.
It's like Khaleesi, Etzebeth, Lud de Jager, Sasha Feinberg, and Gomazulu.
Yeah.
They were the first games of footy they played.
I mean,
this
okay,
year,
you just made
international.
that comment a bit hard to read into the South Africans. Like, being part of the World Player of the Year panel, it's also very hard because no one's putting a big body of work together for the South Africans,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like, so
you're right.
we can only judge it on Test matches.
How many
But
games
Rassi's
played.
making so many changes that these guys who would clearly be in conversation are just not getting enough time on the field. And then when the team comes out, we get sprayed because there's not a certain amount of players. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
look at your coach.
Yeah.
So do you think he's changed world rugby in that before him were coaches making that many changes every single game?
No,
Because
I don't
we're
think
doing it
anyone's
now.
ever had that amount of depth to call
No one's
upon.
ever had that part, like that group
You can't.
of
So
players.
you don't think the All Blacks 2011 to 2015 didn't have that depth?
Mate, he runs
Not
60
two-
deep.
They got probably 3 quality, strong 15s that could start a test.
I disagree. I don't know what I'm disagreeing with.
No, I like you disagreeing.
I think they've always. You go.
Sorry, I was going to say, to your point, I think New Zealand would have had the depth, but they never got exposed to that, like that amount of players getting exposure to international rugby over that period of time. Right? Sure, if someone got injured, they had someone always to come in. But largely, and that's why from that era, so many of them have 100 caps, because largely they stuck. They knew their team and they stuck with it.
Yeah.
Whereas Rassi's just changing so
Yes.
much. So all of them, outside of sort of the senior members, that the Etzebeths and these guys that got 100, there's probably a group of 30 players have got 20 to 30 tests.
Yeah. So I think we're agreeing. It's like he's changed the mindset of coaching, right? Where he is exposing these players now, where that All Blacks team that had the depth, they were still like, no, let's work on the best 23.
Well, you want to win your tests, whereas he's able to
He's got the
rotate
luxury.
and still win tests.
Yeah.
It's changing the game.
That's what he's doing,
You see the
Jimbo.
number 8 that came on, that's played 2 test matches.
Yeah.
He came on camera, was it Hanacom? And it was just like, you've never seen. It's like he's played 50 test matches at that position and would start in any World 15, basically.
Because you know what I do? I often look up the ages of the Springboks because I'm just hoping they're going to get old and leave. But they just keep bringing in these young.
This guy was a
He's a
mutant.
factory.
He honestly
And what was he,
looked
like
an Avenger.
14 or something?
Yeah, he looked like an Avenger.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would have been like to play against them back in the day. You're probably more frustrating. Or was
Well, back
you were
when we
all
played,
right,
we knew who was playing. They didn't rotate too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, you could do a bit of homework
Yeah.
and know who was going to bump you instead of it being a lucky dip. Who's that guy who just walked over me?
Well, their opponents in the rivalry of the decade, century, whatever you want to call it, New Zealand, they took on the Stormers at Cape Town. 38-21. Would you have said it was convincing?
Nah.
No. The Stormers put up quite a good fight.
Yeah,
For a
I mean,
provincial side.
again, like the Springboks team that's playing the Sharks is probably closer to what will be their test team, which will be
The All Blacks.
The All
right?
Blacks.
Sorry, the All Blacks team.
Yeah.
That'll play the Sharks tonight. Will be closer to their test match team, I would imagine. But look, it's one of those old school tours. You've just got to manage it. Unfortunately, you pick up injuries as well along the way, like Proctor has. I mean, that sucks. First game of the tour,
Yeah.
and you're on the plane on your own on the way home.
It was the ABs again. Was the discipline was the huge issue again? That's what kept the Stormers in the fight. Like I think it was again for the fourth game in a row that the All Blacks have been on the wrong side of a penalty count. Yeah. So it's I think that's becoming
Sometimes
a bit of a trend.
I mean, we were like that. Remember with Cheik and Cheik's era, like we started a bit of a trend of just getting penalised all the time, and then once it starts getting spoken about a lot. You know, like you don't know if it is, but it sort of starts
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, and then like the more it's talked about, the more it keeps happening, and then you start thinking, these guys have already got it in their mind, like all these sort of things. So it can play a role.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, but they were strong off the bench. The All Blacks guys.
Yeah, well,
they got
they
an
brought
impact off their bench.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the big international matches from the weekend, which you know what that means, folks. It's time for the Cape Mentelle Uncompromising Character of the Week. Cape Mentelle.
What do you got there? What drop you got there, Goy?
And you know what? It is my pleasure to introduce it. Cape Mentelle, the heritage. This is your big dog.
It is. Now, I've
Chardonnay.
just got a little bit of messaging I've got to do off the top.
Shoot.
But because I know how excited you are, because, I mean, you had one of those last night, didn't you?
I wanted to, but I saved it.
Oh, you did? You saved this one. Right. Cape Mentelle and the Wallabies have plenty in common. Both were built on teamwork, a relentless pursuit of excellence, and uncompromising character. And as one of the founding wineries of Margaret River, Cape Mentelle knows a thing or two about creating a legacy that lasts.
They do.
Over to you. Sorry, Goy.
And you know who else cares about creating a legacy that lasts?
Who?
My man. Not the French kiss, Les Kiss.
Let's kiss.
So for his first test win, and I just love the way he's handled himself from his first press conference to now just getting involved with the Wallabies. It would have been a big week for him, singing the anthem, doing all those things he spoke about. I thought he handled himself with absolute class, as we do with Cape Mentelle. And he's my
uncompromising
character of the week.
Let's go. Cheers to Leslie.
Cheers. Cheers.
It'll taste just as good as Les too.
You got a dishwasher in here, or
So this is the Heritage Chardonnay.
I can't even see through my glasses?
You don't need to.
No, it's a frosted one.
As soon as it hits your lips.
Mate, this is the fearless leader of their wine cabinet at Cape Mentelle. This is like the
leader of the pack.
the leader of the pack, and I mean,
leader of the pack.
some would say silky.
What's
Yes.
that?
I think it's silky. Leader of the pack.
What was the word you really liked? Tom?
Opulence.
Yeah. You
So-
didn't get that in.
It's a fresh perspective on opulence. This one, mate.
Yeah.
Spell it. I dare you.
Off.
But yeah, the Cape Mentelle Heritage Chardonnay.
Well done, Les.
To Les.
Plenty more to come.
Congratulations. Yes. We're going to do
That's a
something.
good drop.
Oh, it's outstanding.
You guys, would you judge me if I finished it?
No. Should we all sleep here tonight? Should we all watch?
I'll top you up, mate.
Oh, you better.
This This is extravagant.
Yeah.
We are, for Cape Mentelle, we're going to be doing a long lunch very soon. It's coming up on the 15th of October. We're going to be running the show the entire day, so stay tuned for tickets. It's the KOKO boys.
10 left.
There's only 10 left. Tommy, are you serving that day? Will you be in a tux?
Yes, I'll be walking around in a little penguin suit, and I'll be making sure everybody has a drop of heritage Chardonnay in their glass.
It is actually outstanding. We've got Nick in the room watching. We'll get Nick. You'll get your glass in a second. It's really good.
It is good.
Oh, man.
Yes, watch the Wallabies with Cape Mentelle wine. It's the only way to do it. A little bit of rugby news floating around, gents.
Yeah.
There's a good one, and I have to give some plaudits to the social team over there at the Waratahs. Because did you see the announcement this week of how they did it? So the Iceman cometh. The Iceman has returned. Bernard Foley, and with him,
Better make that too.
yeah, brought his man Fanga. Nick Phipps will be playing with him at the Waratahs. They did a great thing where basically it was the Iceman. He was at a bar. They served him a cup.
They're at Pocket Bar in
Pocket
Bondi.
Bar, yeah, that's my
Yeah,
local cafe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great spot in the summer, Prof.
I can imagine.
I would have loved the footage of Nard at the end of that shoot if he had a couple of takes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Biv calls it the Avery. That's
Really?
what I've heard.
Yeah.
Is this like sexy summer Biv when you've shredded for stereo and you're down there and you're in your tiny budgies?
Maybe.
Not much fabric on me, summer, Prof.
Anywho, very exciting for the Waratahs. Nobody more excited than Matt Giddo. You wanted me to bring it up?
Yes. Another one for the Tahs. I love the Wallabies supporting the Waratahs. That's what it's about.
Any chat? Well, couple of chats happening. One is the Waratahs coach is still up for grabs. The noise around Cheik's getting louder.
Yeah, he's getting louder.
Anything, you boys? Have you heard?
I haven't heard anything.
No, I mean, I spoke to him. He was when I was overseas. I had lunch with him.
And what did he say then?
Nothing.
No, he pretty much he just said no to me. But
Yeah. I
Cheik,
saw him
what's he-
before what was the test match we had at Allianz? Ireland?
Island, yeah.
And he said he hadn't spoken to anyone at that point. So, I mean, if it's come late.
or he's just playing possum with us.
Yeah, he also said he's not making a decision until after the NRL season. I don't know if...
Isn't this the guy that kidnapped you all and tested to see if there was any rats in the pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not giving up anything.
Yeah. He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
I might come back.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I mean, surely Swoop's getting a call. You've
Yep.
seen the Nick he's in at the
Well,
moment.
maybe where he went for a little preseason.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I got to tell you also, Hoops at the moment,
Oh, yeah?
up and down my street.
I think he's just a trainer.
Okay, I think he's upped it. I'm saying there might be a Hoops return.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know that there's been a bit of chat, like you're aware of it on the socials, Waratahs picking Dad's army and all that sort of stuff. And it was at the expense of Jack Bowen. Jack Bowen made his own decision. Bernard's, when we had him on here and we obviously had a chat off air, he wasn't in discussions until very late. Like these guys made their own choices and departed ways. And I just, again, you just see the mentality of just not wanting anyone that's over 35.
Yeah, but it could be people that are old and they just,
I
keyboard
know.
warriors, who cares?
Yeah, I
Good
know.
on them for the balls to sign up.
Yeah,
And
I
have
mean,
a
they're
crack.
putting themselves out there to be ridiculed. If they're
be
not up
judged.
to it, everyone's going to
Absolutely.
know about it. I don't know. I think it's great. And then you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because you don't give back to the game.
Yeah.
But also,
No,
they can't get any worse.
Yeah.
Like,
The
as in,
Waratahs?
yeah.
Oh, in my eyes, I hope they get a lot worse. But not for Nard and that. Like, I hope they do well.
I think
But
they'll add something.
they're going to
Yeah.
get judged harder than any other player.
And you watch the way they train. I heard Fanga talk about it. He's like, the way that they apply themselves at training and then they're meticulous with their preparation.
Absolutely,
all
yeah.
that stuff will rub off, right? And if they're up to it, they'll get a jersey. If they're not, they'll be in the squad.
Yeah.
Cracking side, if you think about it next year. You got those two. Then obviously you'll have Suolihi. Is Belly? Is he still?
Belly's back.
Yeah, Belly's back.
Pete Samu.
Yeah.
He's playing well.
Yeah, and then you've also got the signing of Max Bury, which is really big.
Angus Crichton.
Yeah,
Rabs,
Crichton.
Oh,
What
yeah,
about-
Angus will be there.
Jimbo O'Connor.
Yes.
He's coming back.
Yeah. Well, he's
Has he actually
signed with the
signed?
Force, right?
Yeah.
It's sounding like it's going
Yeah,
to
well,
be
he's
Has he
playing-
actually signed though?
Well, I think it is happening. Like, I think it's basically like
imminent.
Lomax to PNG. It's done.
Yeah,
know?
right.
Well, he played against UQ on the weekend, James. He
Yeah.
played for Brothers off the
How'd he
off the
go?
bench. He got a try. I mean, they lost. I think it was Brothers' first loss of the season. But
45-33.
yeah.
Don't know. Rabs just reposted where he scored the try. So that's all anyone knows.
The chat around Quade, will he come back for a Super Club?
I don't know which Super Club, though. I think, I don't know.
For a 10.
Maybe, he's back up in Japan already. Like, maybe he's going to play again with
from there.
Kintetsu.
Yeah, but they've got Lebok.
Manny
as their
Lebok,
10.
yeah. I don't know. How did that news come out? How did Quade say?
I just think in an interview he said he never
right,
retired,
he
was
just-
it? I don't know.
Well, he was also in Wallabies camp the other day, if you saw that.
Yeah,
He
because
went in
they
and
were
met with
training
him.
at his team.
The hometowns.
Yeah.
The Osaka.
So he's not going to go visit unless he's...
Well, no, they were training at his facility.
Oh, they visited
training
him.
Facility, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's all things rugby, and it's great to have people chatting about it for once. And nobody is better at promoting the game than Izzy Dagg. Now, as we gave away earlier, we did chat to him. We've got an interview coming up, and it is a wonderful little listen. Should we go to it now, guys?
Press play.
Yeah.
Here he is, Izzy Dagg. You know how this works, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Every week it's a special guest from somewhere around the world, and there's none more special than the gent that's joining us today, Mr. Izzy Dagg. How are you, Izzy?
Yeah, good fellas. Thanks so much for the opportunity. Look, I've seen so many guests on this podcast in the past, and I thought, when am I going to get the call up? When am I going to get the chance to have a wee chat? I've asked Drewza to come on my show plenty of times, and I thought, you know what? Got the message last week. I said, I'll do that for you boys, and I'll jump on and have a wee chinwag. So I'm doing well. How are you?
Wow, you're on. I like it. And was Drew of value on your show? Was he good?
He was actually really good. I work in breakfast radio, time difference. I was like, might be a debatable.
It was early.
He was telling me I'm just going to the gym, but he is, because I've seen his PB squat the other day, so he's working hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was great. He was good, and we just like to look after our Trans-Tasman partners over there and pump up the Wallabies as much as possible. And
When you boys aren't playing the Wallabies, that is.
basically, when you're taking on the Lions and you're taking on everyone else, we're supporting for you until the Bleeders wake up, and then we keep it pretty normal. But no, he's actually great. He's good chat, and I'll be asking every single one of you on that panel for the next couple.
Well, even Tommy? Is that Izzy? That's...
I wouldn't ask me, Izzy, to be fair, mate. I don't have much to offer.
Yeah, I'll go for you, Tommy.
Now, Izzy, you know how this works. Tommy slaves tirelessly all week writing an stellar introduction for our guests. So he's going to read it to you now. Give it a score out of 10 once he's done it for us, Izzy.
All right.
Here we go.
This week on the KOKO Show, we're joined by one of the most exhilarating, talented and majestic players to ever lace up a pair of footy boots. His speed, guile and elusiveness made him near impossible to defend, running through tackles like he was covered in KY jelly. With over 100 games of Super Rugby and over 60 tests for the mighty All Blacks, including a 2011 Rugby World Cup victory, this fella is the real deal. However, he is a credit to the statement, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. This bloke has dealt with adversity both on and off the pitch, and he has navigated loss and struggle with courage and class. And now he's on the other side and he's giving back to those who have supported him. So please put your hands together for one of the true warriors of world rugby, a class act that radiates positive vibes only. A man that is moving forward whilst ironically his hairline is doing the opposite. It is the Martin Maestro, the Hawke's Bay Hammer, and a friend of the show, Mr. ISRAEL DAGG.
Yes, Izzy.
Yeah. Gee, punchy finish, Tommy.
Yeah.
You're going so bloody well until you brought out my new lid. My new lid.
Mate, of all people talking about lids, though, like,
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk.
Yeah.
that's why he went for you. He's jealous.
Yes, I'm blind.
Izzy, what's this big chocolate thing hanging around your neck here? What's this, mate? What do you got there?
Oh, you haven't seen this?
Boys, have you...
I have, yeah. I've seen a few people get those.
Yeah.
I got a couple of silvers.
No, he brought it up, so I thought I'd just put it around my neck. No, that was an amazing introduction. Thank you so much, team. It's yeah, I'm well washed up now. You know what I was doing before, actually? I went and played golf today.
Of course
and
you
this
did.
is how old I am. I got home and I had to get out my old ice pack. You know those blue ice packs you strap around your knee that I stole from the Crusaders? So I had to get one of those, actually, and put it around the old
For your knee? For your knee for golf?
Bit of both, actually. I got humbled. The knee's a bit sore, but
Did you walk the course or were you in a cart?
No, actually, because my knee was quite sore in the lead up, I thought I better get a cart, and so I got a cart and installed.
And then you've done more damage to your knee.
You can imagine the state my knees in. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good, boys. I've just made the shift up north. I'm in the Tauranga Bay of Plenty area and absolutely loving it up here.
Now, Izzy, I want to give you a wrap for there was an interview you did recently on the Between Two Beers podcast, which was absolutely outstanding, just talking about, I guess, life post-footy. I'm not a professional athlete, but I'm sure for you boys, a lot of what Izzy
awesome.
said rang true.
Yeah, it's interesting. You never want to, you don't know how you put your life out there. But I guess there's a reason why I did it. I've had so many messages, obviously of support, but also a thanks, that I have, one, shown vulnerability, two, I've talked about certain things that have resonated with a lot of people and normalize those feelings. And on three, I've shown them that it's not the end, you can fight your way out of it and find a way to write another chapter in your life and better yourself. So yeah, it was interesting. Been on the sobriety journey for 3 years. Absolutely loving it. Wish I did it a long time ago. Look, everyone has their own journey. Some can handle it. You all can handle it. I can't, and that's just reality. I sent it, and I couldn't stop. So, yeah, I stopped a while ago, and life's great, boys. I'm absolutely thriving. Wife's giving me hugs. Kids love me and want to hang out with me, and it's great.
Mate, that's awesome. I remember we caught up a couple of years ago down in Adelaide. Remember we were doing the shoot. You were shitting your pants. We were on the top of the stadium there doing a little shoot before the Australia-New Zealand game, and build up to the Lions game. And I distinctly remember walking across the bridge back in towards town. We're going to go for lunch, and I was like, and I was, me being me, I was like, oh, bro, we have a couple at lunch or what? Because we used to always, after all our Bledisloes and stuff, Izzy would come and grab us and we'd go for a drink and whatever. And then he said, and then we were sort of, remember we just were set back a little bit behind your wife, and I think she was talking to someone who was organising, and you go, no, bro, I'm just I'm sober, and you gave me a sort of a moment of vulnerability as well, and I just, mate, one, I just want to applaud you for just sticking to it as well, and not just sticking to it, but being open and being able to sort of articulate it so well. And I think there's probably times where players like myself and Matt, if it's not everything that we can sit there and understand and maybe align with, there's certainly parts of what you said that resonated, and mate, it's not an easy thing sometimes to sit there and have the self-awareness to admit it and to yourself, but then also publicly and then go and live that. But I just want to say, mate, congrats, because even just like you saying the little things, and I'm sure there's laced with a bit of humour there, but to say, your wife's hugging you now and the kids want to be all that sort of stuff, that is the upside to doing something like you've done. And mate, just wanted to say congrats and well done for sticking at it.
No, I appreciate it, boys. And the one thing that I've realised is I find the happiness in the smallest of things now is, we've always been chasing something. We don't really know what it is. Every single week we're chasing a win, chasing a PB in the gym, whatever it was. And I guess when you finish, you're always chasing something. What's the next high? What's the next high? And for me, it's just clearly obvious. It's right there in front of me, and I can see it now. So, yeah, boys. It's all good, and I don't want to make a downer out of
No,
this.
no, no.
sorry.
Well, but I was going to say, well, cheers to that.
No, well, it need to be mentioned because I didn't know, and it was pretty brave of you, and obviously take a big load off. But one guy that hasn't retired and he's still playing this week, Ma'a's going to be playing for the Sharks against the ABs. What do you expect from Big Skarks?
Well, you know him.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him in that room. He is probably your best mate off the field. But as soon as he crosses that white line, if you thought you were mates with him, you'll soon come to realise that you're not.
Yeah.
He's what an athlete, 44, 45, just a master at what he does. And I guess you would know, Gets, you played with him over there in Toulon, and most of you have, you see why he is so successful. You see him off the field, I'm eating my snacks in the team room and I look over and he's got a stretch band and he's stretching for about an hour and a half. And then following that, he's going and doing his homework. He's just so meticulous with his preparation. And I always used to have a little laugh and joke with him, and he's still going. So he had the last laugh, in fact. So I think he's going to be great. I think he's probably going to get 20 or 30 minutes, and he's going to relish a his opportunity to take on his former team. Like, it's so crazy how the world works.
What do you expect, though, from the AB? Surely they're going to go for him, though. They're going to know. Everyone knows what Skux is like.
Well, you're trying. Yeah, you might be able to catch him off guard and just try and target him, and he might try and do something. The way that the officials are refereeing at the moment, they'll try and maybe set him up with two or three players running at him for him to just put his arms out and clothesline them. I don't know, but yeah, he's just an absolute champion of a bloke. Got a lot of time with him, but yeah, no doubt the ABs will be relishing that opportunity. I think Geordie Barrett and Quinn Tupaia, two guys that are in absolute form for the All Blacks at the moment in the midfield, will be looking at and that opportunity to take on one of the greats for the All Blacks rugby.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, two things as well. One, he could also come up against Timothy Tavatava Nawai, right? Like, him coming off the bench. Wow. He could come up, a little head-to-head there. So give us your take on that. But also, what about pre-game during the Haka? Like, do you think Ma would just sort of stand there? This would be, I would imagine, the first time that he's faced. Well, it would have been the first time he's faced an All Blacks Haka. Yeah, what's protocol?
Yeah, what is protocol there?
Well, I think, from my memory, I think it was 2010, the All Blacks took on Munster.
Yep, I remember that. Dougie Howlett and that.
Rua Tapuki and
and those boys actually huckered back. I'm not surprised that they did. They're proud Māoris and they love their tikanga and where they come from. Ma'a's probably the same. I would say so. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign that he's here to play and he's ready to.
I just got goosebumps then. Just thinking about that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he's ready to take the challenge.
Unless they've got a new Haka and he doesn't know it.
It really depends. Like, we all know Kamate.
Yeah.
Couple of pango, you might just need to scratch up the actions a wee bit. So they do Kamate. I reckon they do it back, but couple of pango, they might he might struggle.
Sure, they're not bringing out the couple of pango against the Sharks though. Like, you keep that up your sleeve for the Springboks.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right there, Drew. So I'd say they just keep it pretty simple because you got to remember, there's a couple of debutants for the All Blacks as well, Brandon Slater and Samisi Tailua.
Is that what happens? Like, the more important game, you'll change it for a different Haka, and then the old traditional one is just for a standard. You don't want to get too high or heavy in a game. Is that?
Like, it's
how's it work?
I was never in the leadership group, so I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. But we get to Thursday or Friday if there's a Saturday test, and they'll basically say we're doing kamate or we're doing kapo pango. I guess it really kind of under a sign of respect. A sign of a huge challenge. You're going up against one of the best teams in the world. You're going to have to go to the trenches. So a sign of respect is you're probably going to go to kapo pango because it's new, it's exciting, and it's something that we really treasure, and it's our own Haka. It's the All Blacks Haka that was, it was made for the team. So just depends on the team, and the skipper and the coach will make that decision come into the week.
Izzy, now when you're in a team and someone's skills maybe not quite up to it, as a teammate, you're on top of him, saying, mate, get onto the extras, do all this. There would have been times where you guys would have identified a few of your teammates during the Haka that perhaps didn't have the same skill set or the same rhythm. Is there any chatter, or do you pull any of the guys away for a little bit of one-on-one tuition and try to bring them up to speed?
Probably. Look, it's a confidence thing. You never want to embarrass them. But the thing with the Haka is not everyone's going to get it right. I've made mistakes, and I'm a proud Māori and I love what I do. You get overexcited and you go a little bit erratic and you look around you and you're doing the wrong action. It just happens. So I think the one thing you got to remember is you got to respect it. Yeah. So respect is actually just giving it 100%, no matter what. So a lot of these boys will just give it 100%. But I've heard stories of, some of the brothers, when I say brothers, your Brody Retallick, your own Franks.
Beaver Donald was...
Beaver Donald,
he's terrible.
Stephen Rex Donald would be one of those guys that chuck in that category that would just go away and Haka in silence. And look, boys, I'll tell you the story actually. 2011 World Cup, just getting ready for the first game against Tonga. We're in the Heritage there, and you're in your room, and on the inside there's actually like a little viewing, like with all your windows that are all open, you can see across to the other rooms. So I'm hackering away by myself. Absolutely losing the plot, going berserk. I'm ready to go, shirt off, full, poot cunt under the mirror. And then I look to my right, and Tony Woodcock's there. he's looking at me, just shaking his head, laughing. You absolute loser. So there you go. That's kind of what you do when you're unsure. You go to your own little inner sanctum in your room and give it a go.
Now, you just said there, you just got to put in 100%. Now, I don't want to sit here and make an accusation, but someone that maybe it's just his demeanour that maybe didn't look like, at least on the outside, that he's putting in 100%. It was Andrew Hall. He was always just at the back. Like, he would do it, but, like with the same amount of intensity or energy, probably at least externally wasn't maybe the same. And again, I don't want to make an accusation at Andrew, but what was your thoughts on his intensity levels?
Look, Hory's Hory. At the best of times, you never really knew, never knew he got out of first gear. He just cruises.
Yeah.
It's just Hory, like I never seen him look fatigued. Like I'm catching my breath and struggling to get anywhere. And I look around and Hory's got his headgear on and just chipping away and doing what Hory does best. So, yeah, look, the thing is I'm at the front, lads. So I'm going. And I'm going full tit. I don't know what's going on behind me. So I barely ever seen anyone muck up because I was trying to look after myself up the front next to Ricky. Yeah.
Hey, Izzy, can I ask you about a phrase that us here in Australia find interesting at the moment? And that phrase is the world's greatest sporting rivalry. Can I, once and for all, because I'm actually going to turn this into a competition, once and for all, is the rivalry between the All Blacks and the Springboks the greatest sporting rivalry in the world?
In the world of everything?
Of everything. Isn't this the selling point? The greatest rivalry?
They call it the greatest rivalry. It's not the greatest rivalry.
No, they're saying sports greatest rivalry, aren't they?
Yeah, I saw an ever.
Is it ever? Is this the world's greatest sporting rivalry, Izzy?
Oh, that's a hard one to really gauge, I think. Well, I don't even want to disrespect my close neighbours because in terms of rugby, we had some rivalries in the past, lads. Even though I just thought I'd have to sneak this one in here, lads. I never lost Aussie.
I knew where he was going before when he started rubbing his chin. As soon as he started rubbing his chin, I said, this
well, I've got one for you, but you can't beat this. I've never won the Bledisloe.
You win, Drew.
I win.
So what I want to do, I just want you to...
So when I knew I was coming on, I was like, how am I going to get this in there? I did have a draw, though. We drew in Brisbane and Kevin Mialami's 100th game. So there you go.
Yeah, almost.
Greatest rivalry in all sport. Oh, it's a hard one to gauge. Like you look at England, Australia, and the Ashes. Mate, that's probably right up there with one of the greatest rivalries in terms of cricket. Oh, what else is there?
Well, what I want to do, a little...
City, Manchester United.
Yes, yeah. I want to do a little competition. I've got a bottle of Cape Mentelle, right?
Yes.
And each of 5 of us get to pick a sporting rivalry, and we're going to do it as a poll on our Instagram. And whoever's rivalry wins the bottle of Cape. Can you hold it up for us, Tommy? Hold us, and we'll send it to you, Izzy. You can give it to a friend.
Yeah, we won't send it to you, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can... Okay.
Hey, my wife still drinks. She loves it.
There you go. She loves that.
Yeah.
All right. So who wants to go first? Greatest sporting rivalry.
Put us on a spot here.
Yeah,
Come on. We know them all.
All right, well, I'm going to go with Federer, Nadal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wow.
That's a good one.
That's right up there in there.
I just don't think anyone can claim to have the greatest rival. I don't think anyone's got the right to do that.
So you're
Drew,
choosing
play the
not
game, please, mate.
I'll play the game. You're going to have to come back to me.
Okay, can I go next?
Yeah.
I'm going Argentina, Brazil in the round ball.
Yeah, I think that's pretty ordinary.
This is such a great topic, and I reckon my mind is racing trying to find something that no one would ever thought of.
Tommy?
Well, I think just because it's maybe recency bias, but I think Queensland versus New South Wales in the state of origin.
Oh, that's
I know it is isolated
one.
to just us, but it is definitely it brings out the fire and the passion, and then when that comes around, you're just like, "Fuck, I hate Queensland" or "I hate New South Wales."
That's a good one, eh?
Izzy, are you gonna?
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know. Like, I love surfing. like with Kelly Slater, Andy Irons,
That's a
That's a good one.
That's a
a hell
very
of a
good one.
rivalry.
Did you say Jordan LeBron is one?
No, I would say Jordan. Oh, Jordan LeBron. Wouldn't it be Jordan Isaiah Thomas?
No,
Yeah,
Jordan wins that.
Jordan and someone from the back in the day. That'll be a good one, Drews. I think you're onto that. I think you're onto something there. I would go, your Tiger Woods,
Mm.
Phil Mickelson,
Yeah, that's a
maybe.
good one.
Yeah.
Tiger
not bad.
Woods and sobriety.
Yeah, and his car.
Crusaders.
Mate, you're throwing out a lot. It's very hard for people to vote when you've given us 10.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go Tiger. I'm gonna go Tiger, and I'll go Phil Mickelson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, this won't win.
Uh,
But I think the Australian swim team versus the US swim team.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That's like they're very head to head at every Olympics.
Torpedo.
Yeah,
Gonna smash them like a
Carl
Tahs.
Lewis or Usain Bolt.
yeah.
Carl
Okay,
Lewis,
so-
there you go.
James Gold did you win? Far out.
So we'll have, just to recap, we're going to have obviously South Africa, New Zealand.
Yeah.
If that wins, then John gets it. And then, what did I say? Argentina, Brazil in the football.
Yeah.
Yep.
Izzy was Tiger, Phil Mickelson.
Yep.
What were you, Gits?
I've gone Federer and Nadal.
Federer, Nadal. Tommy?
State of
State of
origin.
origin, and I've gone. What did I
Swim
go?
team. You
Swim
went
team.
Aussie
yeah.
swim team. Put a vote in. Winner gets the bottle of...
Great idea,
Cape
Jimbo.
Mentelle.
There
Thank
go,
you.
Jimbo.
But let's get into that greatest rivalry ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, Izzy, what do you reckon the current form of the All Blacks? How do you see them? Sort of, obviously, we saw South Africa win their 12th in a row. They took down Argentina over the weekend. Are you confident going into this 4-match series? Obviously, 3 in South Africa and then 1 in Baltimore at the end. Are you guys confident you get a job done there?
Yeah, look, it's probably crazy. I'm probably that. Like, I truly do. I truly believe that they could get the job done. Like, I've seen a real gradual improvement over the last couple of weeks, couple of months. The way that they are playing the game, it's exciting. They've gone away from your genuine pod system, your structures. They're playing a way where players have to work extremely hard and to get into position. Like, when are the days we've always told to get into position and run square and run straight and run a short ball and run an out ball, where you've got guys working from no man's land, working their way around to get into position and becoming that extra man. And I think that's been outstanding. The way that they've played the game, it's exciting. I think the way that they're kicking, Ruben Love's very good. We've got a really good spine with 9 and 10 with Roygaard and Love, and we're starting to create a bit of edge, I reckon, a hard nose. We've got some players that aren't afraid of the contact area and aren't afraid of putting some shots on. So I think we can compete. Set piece, I think the line-out's very, very good. We've got some great options at lock and in particular with the 6 and the Lucy's. My only question mark, boys, is whether we are going to be able to play the game that we want to play. There was a pretty tough watch the other day. Just more penalties than any other game that I've ever watched. You're just a little bit unsure what's going on. The interaction from the TMOs, it's just too stop-starty, and it actually ruined the rhythm of the boys, and they just couldn't get into the game. And they showed true fight and grit towards the end to win so comfortably. But yeah, that's my only concern. If they aren't able to play the way that we play, have we got a plan B? Have we got a plan C?
Now, there's been a bit of chat around selections. A couple of guys missed out. Richie Mwanga, for example, didn't get picked. He's now eligible.
He might go over.
Yeah, I was going to say, Billy Proctor's just picked up, unfortunately for him, a fractured shoulder blade. So he's getting sent home. I think he might be on a plane now. Do you see a Richie Mwanga, or is it a Duplessis Karifi, or is it who do you see filling that void? Or is it an out-and-out centre?
That's the big question, really. There isn't a hell of a lot floating about.
What about Lester Fanganuku? I know he went to Fiji to try and get some traditional treatment. Is he going to be right?
Nah, I don't think so. I think it'll be a push. So we might have to scratch that one. But, anything can happen. But from my understanding, it was like 10 to 12 weeks. And that was a while ago. And he still hasn't played. He still hasn't run. And imagine going to South Africa and taking on the best in the world, and you've got no preparation.
Yeah, at altitude. No thanks.
Yeah, it might be a hurdle too far. I think the realistic option is Richie.
Yeah.
And the reason you go Richie is you've got Rico, who's an outside back. You shift him into the centre, and then you've got that position filled. Rico played well in that centre position. He played on the wing, and he did everything that was asked of him. But when he went into that centre position, I thought he was fantastic. And everyone's waiting for Richie Mo'unga to get over there. We had to play one game. He's played 2 now, so why not?
Yeah.
Who's the most influential forward and back? You need them to be on for this series for the All Blacks. Who would they be?
Oh, who's the most influential forward?
Who needs to be?
It's hard to go past Artie Savia, but I think everyone would name Artie. So I'm going to name someone that I've seen grow into a player over the last probably 4 to 5 months to someone that I think can light this world on fire. And his name's Asafo Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, love him.
He's a beast.
He is a beast, boys. You know when you play South Africa, they got big bodies. They try and bully you. They try and get under your skin and intimidate you. Well, how intimidating is a guy that's deadlifting and doing a shrug with 350 kilos on a bar and track shoes for one. And then so that for me is like bang. The Saffers will be seeing that, how good. And then seeing them on the weekend, this team was right up, for the fight, the Stormers. And he comes on and he, impacts the game. He influences the game. He's standing over players. He's just bringing that edge and a bit of dog like Dane Cole's used to, but in a different way. So he'd be one that I think if he gets opportunities, he could go a long way to helping this team win. In the backs, it's hard to go past Will, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hard to go past Will Jordan scoring plenty at the back. I think everyone would go for him. So for me, I'm going to go Damien. I think Damien's going to play 15. We know that the aerial battle over there in South Africa will probably be, a lot. And I think Damien's going to be peppered if he's able to take those really well. He's such a classy player. And the reason he suits that team so well is he's so fit. He works extremely hard to get in position. So on attack, he's everywhere and he has such an influence on the game. So those will probably be my 2 players, lads.
It's very good.
He's good, isn't he?
He's outstanding.
That's why he's on
Amazing.
breakfast radio.
Yeah, very good. Hey, Izzy, 2 questions unrelated to finish. Is everybody
go for
okay
it.
with that?
Sure, I'd love that.
First question, I want a score prediction, as in you've got 4 matches against the Springboks. Is it 4-0? Is it 3-1? Whatever it is. And then the second one, after you've done that, I wanted to play start 1, bench 1, drop 1.
Sure.
With you 3 boys, because we haven't done that with Izzy, and I reckon it'll go well. So score prediction first, Izzy?
Oh, look, I'd love to go Forza, but I think if we go... It's just, you're saying, eh? My head's telling me. No, my heart's telling me.
Come on.
My head's telling me 2-2. So we'll go for the heart, 3-1.
Yeah,
3-1.
good.
Love
There
it.
you go.
And then I'm sure you've seen how this works. Start 1, bench 1, drop 1. Your 3 contestants are Adam Ashley Cooper, Matt Giddo, and Drew Mitchell. And you've just got to give a reason as to why you've made a decision on each player.
Swoop's not here. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
give me out.
drop Swoop. Yeah, hello. Where is he? Is he at home, eh?
Oh, he's gone off grid. He should be back next week, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll drop him. Sorry, Druza.
That's fine, mate.
We'll just, because I know you got a good 15 to 20 in you.
I'll take that.
And that's all I need, my friend. Okay, I need you to open up. I need that hammy to last.
Yeah. I can give you 15.
Yeah, and look, versatile, utility. The man can
Come
play
on,
anywhere.
mate. That'll do.
So I'll chuck Getz in the start, and obviously when my changes come in, I'll move him around to halfback 10, and we'll take him out to 12. And
You can take me out. Just take me out, I reckon.
I'll come on for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Getz, do you remember that game when we're playing you for Australia, and you just absolutely smashed your leg? I don't know what was wrong with you.
Yeah.
You were down the short side, and I was like, "Give me the ball, give me the ball." You were like,
saw me.
"No."
Yeah, so I'd
Dislocated his ankle.
dislocated ankle, like all ligaments, everything gone. And my tib fib at that point was fine. and I'm hobbling back just to get in the line because I got murdered at the breakdown. Izzy's on the edge, screaming for the ball. Give it to me. Give it to me. I've got him. He's injured. I was like, mate, please don't. Please don't. Thrown it. I've jumped up to try and tap the ball, landed on this leg, then snapped that.
Oh,
All because of this arsehole.
I'm sorry.
Was that the last game?
Say sorry.
Yeah,
but
that
I'm
was my
so
last
sorry.
test.
That was his last game for the
Yeah,
Wallabies.
you retired me. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Oh, see, now I can apologise to you. Sorry.
No, I don't want the apology. I was happy to retire then. So that worked well.
oh, very good.
Are you coming over for the Bledisloe?
Unsure, boys. Like I do the radio stuff. I've kind of just like parked the TV stuff for now and doing just on my own little journey, lads, with little business things and
Yeah, it was at ALH.
yeah.
But
So
I saw not recently. I mean, not so long ago. You were in Bondi. Didn't even give me a shout. I'm like across the road.
sorry. Yeah,
The team. I was about. Oh
Mate, what could you do with Izzy?
yeah.
What, you can't hang out with him.
no, we could have gone and done like a sauna or something.
Yeah, that's
I could
fair.
have. Yeah.
Next time, Drewza, I'll reach out to you, but I'm actually going to Brizzy in Sydney. Brizzy on September the 5th and 6th, I think, for a little client day over there. So I'll be over a wee bit. But boys, yeah, I chip away with that. I've got a few other little things on the side. I just want to try and grow and test myself
Nice,
and
bro.
Good on you.
Yeah, keep yourself busy
keep myself busy
and make
When
that cash.
I play it all the time, every day on radio. So I want to
Yeah.
stimulate the brain somewhere else.
Nice, bro.
Izzy, I'm going to say best guest of the year by a mile.
Absolutely.
Oh, you can't say that, mate.
Why?
Because those
Hey,
poor
you've
other
been
guests. We had Mussy.
Susie.
No, we had Mussy on. No one could understand a word, but he was good.
See,
Muss was
It was
great.
good, yeah. But I'm just
I
saying.
love see, he's such a champ.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
was
I remember this game. Corey Jane and Zach, and when they were playing for the Hurricanes, they used to tell me the story about Mussy, and they were playing golf with Mussy, and he'd smash it out of bounds, and then he would hit it on the green, and he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm there for 7," and he'd go to the boys, "Oi boys, pass me the butt on buddy for bar." It was like yes, and I give it to him because it was like, yeah, good par, Mussy.
Oh, mate, you're not going to say anything to Muss. You say it, mark
Do
it
whatever
down.
score he wants.
That's very good.
You buried that one, Muss?
I might get a fat lip.
Izzy, thanks so much for coming on, mate.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Good.
Cheers,
We
Iz.
will be cheering for the All Blacks against the Springboks.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
we're
I
gonna-
won't be.
You won't be?
Well, you need to make it interesting.
Okay. I mean, they're our brothers across the ditch. No?
Of course. Yeah. If Izzy plays, I'm going for him.
I'm dropping gets now.
You're going, Izzy,
Nah,
thank you
boys,
so-
appreciate it. Keep up the great work, and anytime I can help out, just sing out, boys.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
There you go. Honestly, I know I said it during the chat. One of the best chats we've ever had on this show.
Yeah, we've got to find a way to get him in and get someone out.
Yeah.
Oh, out of the team.
Oh, I don't. Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or should we do a vote?
Oh, we'll do it off air.
Okay.
Well, we can do it right now. Who votes swoop? Oh, you got me. It's me. Oh, no.
Well, he hosts the breakfast radio show.
Oh, he's the host.
You know, like-
I was thinking positionally. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, we love you, Prof.
No, we love you too. Anyway, that was the show. Probably won't see you next week. These boys will. You know the show. It's a good show.
That's a good
Good
show. I like the show. I like the show.
I like the show. Oh, wow. That is the best video on YouTube. You know what you need to do now? You need to like and subscribe down there. Or if you want extra content, might be down there, you need to go up here or up here and get more of that gear. Thanks for supporting Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, and we will see you very soon.